how it would work anyway, because you need to get a year's worth of data before you get your start.
Right. Yeah, so
But
Andrew,
you guys haven't seen
So
it.
let me chime in there. So this is actually something I know a little bit about.
Oh, Andrew's here.
So actually, the short answer is, I would beg and plead all federal agencies to do exactly that. Set a high bar, and make sure that if we outsource anything, we should make sure we outsource the operations that are running, that happen, that are definitely expert at running their facilities in the way that we accept.
Yep.
Now, whether or not they'll actually follow through with it, hard to say. And I know I just read the other day, we have something like 1,100 over data centers. We're trying to get rid of a lot of those. And I think the colo model is something that makes a lot of sense for them. I think they're trying to get everything to the cloud. It's probably going to take 20 years. But still, I mean, it's moving in the right direction. So the short answer is, that was what we encouraged the federal government to do.
Okay.
You know, whether or not it actually happens is, a challenge. It's not for lack of desire on their part. I think it's just, So I've had agencies call me and say, what would I write into a procurement policy? I would tell them, all right, this is what I would write.
yeah, and to Andrew's point, we are working with OMB and the CE, the Council on Environmental Quality, for identifying purchasing policies and contracts that are going to encourage the most energy efficient solutions. So whether or not it's going to be a mandate, a statute, I don't know. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, one more question before we move on. Yes?
Given the data on energy consumption or site energy, how is that converted to stores?
Well, we use the e-grid ratios. So,
Okay, so it's location dependent.
no, yes.
You can actually go to the EPA's website and pull up a PDF of all the e-grid
Yeah,
sources.
no, I know about e-grid.
Yeah.
I just wasn't aware that's how it was done.
Yes. Okay. So let's move on. So, what does this grocery aisle and aisle of racks of equipment have in common?
They have aisles.
That's right. Well, so you guys are the experts. It's all about information. So what we're trying to do for the data centers has been done, for your grocery store aisle. So think about the importance of data and information in making purchasing decisions. So I'm sure. Well, I'm very familiar with these charts. I tend to look at the calories. So, when I go out for lunch, I don't go out for lunch that often, but I do. And before I go, I check the restaurant's website and I find out kind of what are the most the lowest calories, with the most taste. So, if you think about this, the label. Product labels were mandated in the 1960s. Food nutrition labels were only mandated in the 1990s. But look, in that 20 years, how that has revolutionized the way we look at food, the way we purchase food. So from an EPA Energy Star perspective, we hope that the power performance data sheet for products and the statement of energy performance for buildings will be those nutrition labels for data center products. So we're looking for standardized information that's manufacturer neutral, that purchasers can go in and make an apples to apples comparison. So one of the things, and I think there are a few data center operators in the room here, we would like feedback from you. Is this nutrition label for your product helpful for you? Is it information that is going to be relevant to you in making a purchasing decision? Is it relevant to you in managing your data center? So as I had said before, the servers, the storage, the UPS specifications are all in development right now, and we would like your feedback on on the information we're asking the manufacturers to display. Okay, so some other ways to work with Energy Star. We talked about the Energy Star label. There's also an opportunity from a building perspective. If you can show through a portfolio manager the benchmark that you're increasingly reducing the energy use in your buildings, you can apply to be an Energy Star leader. We do have a tool very similar to Portfolio Manager called Target Finder, where you can model your energy data and design your new data center to earn the Energy Star. And then every year we have an award ceremony where partners can apply for Partner of the Year, and these are opportunities for people like Olivier. You know, if you're doing on-site generation of renewables, this is a place where you can highlight it and be recognized as a Partner of the Year.
I'm not confirming nor denying that I am.
Okay. So just as some closing thoughts, you know, from an EPA perspective, we really see sustainability as a survival strategy, because you know the cost of energy is just really going up, and the use of energy in data centers is also going up. So we think that in order to be competitive in the global marketplace, you really need to look at your energy use, your carbon footprint, and really have a strategy. And it's a long-term goal. It's not going to happen overnight. You really have to have a long-term strategy. You know, if you think about it in terms of a marathon, this is a marathon. It's not a 100-yard sprint. And then one of the things that we're working with the industry on is finding what works and helping others replicate it. So working with industry leaders like yourselves. What are you doing to improve energy use in your data center? Share it with us. We will, working with DOE, put together some best practices so that people who don't have the resources and technical expertise can draw on that learning and implement those kinds of things in their data centers themselves. And as you all know, a successful strategy really includes the C-suites, because you've got IT facilities on one side paying for the energy, you've got IT buying the equipment and purchasing. They don't necessarily want to pay more for a server or an energy efficient solution because they're not paying for the energy. They're not going to see the savings. So where those two organizations come together generally is in the C-suite. And it really needs to be a corporate initiative, something that really comes from the top and is integrated into the culture. So some references and resources. So for computers and servers, this is where you go for the current products. This is the low carbon IT program that I spoke to you about before. One thing that I didn't talk about, but is also an EPA program and is really very critical in this industry, is the concept of e-cycling. What do you do with all of the data center equipment that you no longer use? And then for a summary of all Energy Star data center initiatives can be found here. And then the Department of Energy resources can be found at eere.energy.gov/data centers. So thank you very much. I don't know, do we have time for questions?
We've got like 5 minutes.
Okay.